God is a God of the unexpected. So just because life has shocked you doesn't mean it shocked God. Nothing takes God by surprise. He already knows what's going on in every corner of your life.
When we have a teeth-rattling experience and the very foundation of our life has been shaken, we run to God, only to discover that it's God that's doing the shaking.
In order to develop and to change and to grow, stress is necessary. So you got to be willing to go get it every day. There's a story my father told me. Now, I've heard it several different ways, but I'm just telling you the way my daddy gave it to me. He said, son, he said, every morning on the plains of the eastern Serengeti Desert, there arises a gazelle that realizes that he must run faster than the fastest lion, or he will be eaten and he will die that day. On that same desert arises in the morning a lion that realizes that he must run faster than the fastest gazelle, or he will starve and he will die that day. He say, son, the moral of the story is, no matter who you is, when you wake up in the morning, you needs to be running. And he said, no matter who you is, this proper grammar is who you are, but my daddy didn't do that, and I was comfortable with it. And so what he taught me was a work ethic of how to work. In order to get to where you want to go, you got to put yourself under some stress, though. See, stress is necessary.
Sometimes the only way for you to move on is for something to happen to push you. And many times we don't grow until we have to. It's amazing when we look at the world today, every progressive invention came out of a problem. You are not really a leader in good times. Anybody can lead in good times. You've been telling me how much faith you got. Well, let's see what kind of faith you have when there has to be situations where things don't look too good and you're not sure how you're going to make it in the morning. Sometimes you stray away and God got to pull the rug from under you to get you back on the floor to the original idea that God told you from the beginning, and it's called your original vision. There's a statement made by Shakespeare. He says, sweet are the uses of adversity. That's a deep statement. In other words, he's telling us when things are adverse, don't panic, use them. Use them for the positive result. Everything that happens to you could be used to produce something good. That's amazing. Everything. So Shakespeare caught on to something. He realized in his own thinking that adversity can be used to benefit the one under the adversity.
Until you have had the taste of finishing, you will not respect yourself. Until you follow through, until something is done, come hell or high water, tears and struggles and pain, and you go through it anyway, and you show up and you continue to fight on no matter the circumstances, you finished. See, some people quit because things are out of control. Nobody quits what you can control. But the moment you get in something where you don't get your way, or you get reprimanded, or you get corrected, or you go through this, or you go through that, or you go through the other, the first thing the immature mind says is, this is ridiculous, I quit.
John Huntsman is the founder of one of the largest companies in the United States, and they produce about 90% of all the plastics, forks, and spoons that you use in your house or at your parties. His company fell into debt. The bank said they ain't loan no more money, and his company went into bankruptcy. He went home and told his wife, I quit. I'm never going to start this company again. I'm going to go find me a job. It's over. He said his wife made him go back and ask another bank, and he showed the bank the truth. He said, here's what I did in the last 15 years. Here's what happened, and I could start again. I know how to build a business. Will you trust me? And the bank says, I'll take a chance on you. He had no credibility, no assets, just a record that he built a company. The bank took a chance on him. Today, the company is worth over $14 billion. Billionaire. Here's what he said, I quote, if there is a silver lining to bad times, it is this. When facing severe challenges, your mind is normally at its sharpest. End quote. Now look at the statements in that statement. He said, when you are under the biggest pressure, that's when your mind is normally at its sharpest, because your mind is having to think of things it never thought of before. Another quote I got from him is this one. He said, humans seldom have created anything of lasting value unless they were tried or hurting. He was talking from experience. He said, we don't produce anything that's worth talking about unless we are under pressure. In other words, you were never trusted for the things you claim. You are always trusted for the things you survived. It is the test that creates credibility. Write it down. It is the test that creates trust. The troubles right now, what you're going through, is going to give you the respect of other people observing you. There are people who are praying that you fail, and then they'll trust you when you don't. Weird people in the world. They hope you won't make it, and when you make it, they congratulate you. So therefore, don't listen to the naysayers. Accept the test as part of you becoming a successful person.
God is a trainer. This is what I done learned about it. And all I can tell you is, how I got to be who I am. That's all I can share with you. I got no other stories for you. He wants me to share my story with those that's still trying to get there. And at 40, you can still buy the pony. But you got to be willing to get under some stress.
Most people are spectators in life. Don't get knocked down while you're sitting down. You want to get out in the field where the action is, and you will be amazed. After the struggle, there will be a calm period, and things will begin to click for you. Come out here with what you got. You don't have enough money? Don't worry about it. You got the dream.
Life demands that you pick up the pace. Life demands that you pick up the pace. If you don't pick up the pace, you're going to be left behind. I'm amazed at the people that lack the flexibility to pick up the pace. They just get in a rut. I stroll down here and I'm going to stroll back. I'm going to stroll over here. I'm going to stroll over there. I can't deal with people who cannot pick up the pace. Don't be strolling when I got a 911 on you. I need people who can pick up the pace.
Successful people are always survival testimonies. They weren't born successful. Success is a result of going through a furnace, being ripped apart, being criticized and attacked. But write this down, please. This is very important. The fear of losing the job is the greatest concern today. I want to talk about this because that's what the Lord told me to talk about, to check your concept of job. Because that is where the problem lies. And that has become our curse. Because a job is really an opportunity someone else offers you. And if somebody offers you an opportunity, they can always take it back. And if you build your life on someone else's offer, you are as safe as how they feel at the time. And they can change the way they feel anytime and withdraw the offer. Anybody know what I'm talking about? That's why you can't build your life on a job. Stay with me. I'm going to help you with this here.
The reason that we don't even explore the possibility of what to do is because subconsciously we don't believe that it can happen for us, and we don't believe that we deserve it. So I'm saying that we have to work through the challenges of life and learning how to begin to work to fortify ourselves.
So no matter what you're facing, don't panic too long. Every test is temporary. You may panic for a minute, but I've come to tell you the panicking time is over now, because you got to get some wisdom. Nothing is permanent except God and his promises. Everything else is changing. As a matter of fact, God promises us that nothing will remain the same. He promised that. Now, God doesn't change. His promise doesn't change. And here's one of his promises. He said in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, he says, to everything there is only a season. And to every purpose there is a time under heaven. In other words, everything that you experience is only seasonal. If you broke now, it's only a seasonal brokenness. Nothing, Jesus says, is forever. So if your company had to die, he's going to be resurrected. I've come to tell you, bury it, have a good funeral, and then get ready for a resurrection. Tell them, I'll be back. Why? Because everything is only for a season.
Be not be surprised that family members and friends and people who should be there to encourage you and to motivate you that they will try and discourage you. They'll call it a pyramid scheme, and they don't believe, they can't see this new you. Don't allow those negative naysayers, the people who are suffering from possibility blindness, to stop you. Had I listened to them, I would not be standing here. Had I listened to them, I would not be traveling around the world, living my dreams and not my fears. There's something in you that says yes to your life, yes to a greater future, yes, yes, yes. I am the captain of my ship. You want more?
The dirt is necessary so you can prove yourself. Everything you see above ground that blossoms and grows and that's beautiful, it was underground one time. All them potatoes, collard greens, they was underground one time. Them apple trees, they was underground one time. So they had to prove themselves. See, you want to be successful, well then you got to prove yourself. You got to push through the dirt. You got to come up through here. You got to come out. Then you sprout. Then you become a tree. Next thing you know, you got fruit. So when you under stress, take the stress for what it is. Don't get fooled. Don't just think.
Good morning, everyone. Super excited to be here this morning for this amazing opportunity. I'm just excited. My name is Pastor Mike. I welcome everyone. We have 47 people on the call. It's a good time for us to take off now. We cannot continue to wait for people. So we are going to be moving right away. More so, we are going to be rounding up this leadership training as early as 10:30. Just like I told you, just like I told you guys yesterday. So we are looking at the 3 A's of building a sustainable business system from the scratch. The 3 A's of building a sustainable business system from the scratch. So we cannot continue, we cannot stop continuing training and teaching because I've made everyone to know the importance of training, guys. Kingsley, you need to touch your screen and put on your video. You are raising your hand. Please touch your screen and on your video. Turn your screen and on your video. Your video is not on, so you can see the screen. So like I was saying, we made training as part of important program of our organization right from the onset because of the importance that is attached to training. And I've told us often and often, I've told us time without number that champions are not made on the ring. Champions are made in the gym. And I always also emphasize that the one who sweats in training bleeds less in war. The one who sweats in training bleeds less in war. So guys, we must continue to do training and retraining. And I give example of people in athletics They do a lot of training, most especially those who become champion. They devote to themselves to consistent training. I mean, the one who wins in the Olympic might probably be the one that worked harder in training. The same thing goes for military, paramilitary. They do a lot of training. And of course, the quotation, the one that sweats in training, bleeds less in war, is for the military quotation. So, and if you also go to organizations where I worked before, worked with a multinational Dunlop for good 10 years before I left. At the age of 35, I retired young so that I can retire rich. My mentor said, if I retire young, I will retire rich. So when I was at the mid-age, I said, okay, fine. It's time for me to go and start building my own dream, because I don't want to use all my life to building another man's dream. It was not as if the money was there, but I sought knowledge. For 3 years before I left that place, I've been reading stories of multi-billionaires, multi-millionaires, because their secrets are in their stories, guys. Their secrets are in their stories. So I was able to see people that were at my level. I was able to look at some of the things they did to get to the top. I was able to have their mindset. I was able to see the way they think. And it was then I knew that the poor and the rich don't think differently. They think directly opposite. So because if you can't think like them, you cannot act like them. And this is the reason why this training, leadership training, is so vital to building of our organization, because performance is based on knowledge, no doubt. Performance is based on knowledge. If you don't train them, don't blame them. If you don't train them, don't blame them. So our own responsibility as a leader is to keep training and training and training and people to make them see the importance of the business, showing them value. And there is something I also used to tell us. I said the indispensable function of a leader is sharing the vision, and the indispensable quality of a leader is vision. The indispensable quality of a leader is vision, and the indispensable function of a leader is sharing the vision. So if you are a true and genuine leader, you must keep sharing your vision, sharing your vision, sharing your vision. Why? You've got to give your team your mentality. You've got to give your team your mindset. So don't just think they can do as much as you do, because it's all about capacity building, guys. Capacity guarantees performance. So that is it. So guys, we have 60 people plus now. I'm going to go straight to the theoretical part of our training, and I also believe that we're going to also do a little about the practical side. By 10:30, we are rounding off this, and then get prepared for the general training, because like I said, duty call, I have to go to officiate a wedding in the church. So you will permit me to just close this leadership training by 10:30 today. What I can do is that probably tomorrow, if we can do anything, I will send out the schedule. But if not, we just have the general meeting tomorrow. So if you can do some little training tomorrow, no problem. But let's see how far we can go today. Once again, my name is Pastor Mike. I'm humbled to be here this morning to be able to share to you guys something that we can take us to the next level, guys. Something that can take us to the next level. And I want to also talk to those that are in-house leaders. Please, if you want to build a great organization, you must take responsibility to get the people in your team to every Saturday leadership training. I tell you, if you can do that, you will see that it will be easier for them to perform. I've discovered that most leaders are always here, but they don't ensure that they get the people in their team to this place. And you begin to wonder why it's just only you that is performing, that is building. It's because you are not getting them here. I mean, when I was in Dunlop, every Monday, money is a meeting. Money every Monday from 8 to 10, leaders meet where we got to do the thinking side of the business. It is in that boardroom that so many decisions are taken that we guarantee performance during the week. So if you are doing anything that relates to building and relating with people, and there is no room for you to do what, to withdraw and just do the thinking side of it, because we have told people that success is 1% work and 99% thinking. 99% thinking and 1% is the work aspect. I tell you. So a lot of people focus on work, and they don't get results like those people who always retreat to do the planning, the thinking, the strategizing, and so on. So that's how things work, guys. You must also always give them a phone call, get them on the call. If you are a leader and you are here and your captains are not here, guess what? You will make your team just not to be performing. If you want to perform, you must make sure you get all your captains, all your leaders to always attend training. That's how things work. I tell you, that's how things work. This world is all about principles. I mean, you cannot cheat life. You can't cheat life. You have to follow the principle. If you don't follow the principle of life, it will not deliver for you. Even in church, we do workers meeting in the morning, and it's not for all the church members. That's where all the workers are encouraged, they strategize, they think, they put together all they need to put together and to make the church work. That is where the planning and the thinking aspect is done. So you can see any organization that is involving in building, I tell you, there must be a time to bring the leaders together to transform their mentality and so on and so forth. Therefore, we are not doing anything different in our own business. It is a primary aspect of our business. Building and training is a primary aspect. Now, I pick this as the 3 A's of building a sustainable business. We're going to briefly look at this theoretical side. Please, I want to enjoin everyone, if you are committed to this training every Saturday, number one, repetition is the mother of learning. We made it a point of duty to always stream live on YouTube so that we can document all our leadership training. Now, if you are on this call, probably you are new and you missed so many of our series. You can visit Onalaja Michael on YouTube. You are going to find so many useful content on that YouTube channel. All our past trainings every Saturdays are documented. They are there. You can roll back and watch them. Make out time. Number two, you need to have a note if you want to be notable in life. You need to have a note if you want to become notable in life. Chinese proverb said the shortest pencil is sharper and better than the sharpest brain. Don't trust your brain to remember everything you hear. So you must always jot down important quotations, important ideas, and so on, and put them down somewhere. Number three, be committed to doing. Information is not good enough. It's useless unless it is executed. So you have to turn information to execution. You have to match your action with vision if you want to win the game of life. I always say something that massive action is what guarantee you're winning and winning big in life. So you must be committed to taking action. Okay, all right, guys. So I want to share the slide. Like I said, the 3 A's of building a sustainable business system from the scratch. I have been saying something that how you start also determine how you finish. Where I am today, by the special grace of God, was due to what I did when we started, was due to what I did when we got to the middle, was due to what I am still doing. It's not as if I have one great ideas. It's not as if I'm bringing, maybe I have more ideas than everyone. No, guys. If you have watched all my activities since we started, you would have noticed that it's not about great ideas. It's not about jumping from left to right. It's not about try your luck. It's just been following a pattern. Let's move now. The first A is attitude. Attitude. Character is residual. Character is residual. If you want to win in life, you must work on your character. I bet if you don't have good character, you may not be able to achieve anything great in life. Character counts. Before you can build a sustainable business, the first thing you build is you, because you are the business. I want you to know that no business will outperform the owner of the business. Your business is nothing but a reflection of who you are. And this is the reason why we let people know that you have to keep building yourself in order to build your business. If you don't grow within, you can't grow without. And this is the reason why you must be committed to consistent learning and reading. Because as you are growing, your business is growing. There is no shortcut in life, guys. Don't follow the shortcut of life, because if you follow the shortcuts used to cut people short. You can never beat life. You can never cheat life. You can only cooperate with life. Anyone that tries to cut corner with life will get himself to blame. The only thing you will find in your front is frustration, because what goes round comes round. That's why you see when people cheat, because of lack of understanding, they think that they have gained. Maybe you dupe somebody now, you cheat somebody, and you get money from that person successfully. You are happy and say, yes, I've been able to gain something. But guys, it is lack of knowledge. When you cheat, you do not increase, you decrease. When you cut corner, you do not increase, you decrease. There is always the minor side of life. There is always the plus side of life. That's why they used to say those who cannot add value to you will devalue you. So don't try to cut corner. Learn the rule of the game and follow it in total. I have told you there is no other way around. You must become an instruction addict if you want to win. Everyone you find at the top are the most humble people in life. I have told you, you may be a leader, you may be a mentor, but as you are mentor to others, you have a mentor as well. If you are not a leader under instruction, you can't give instruction. If you cannot obey commandment, you cannot be a commander. That is just the way it is. If Jesus Christ himself came, put himself under instruction. He said, as I hear, I judge. It means that as I take instruction from my mentor, I put it into action. And I tell you, that is what every leader is doing. That's what every leader is doing. They are leaders under instruction. They are all instruction addicts. Every achievers, every successful people, every leaders are instruction addicts, because they know the secret that the game of life is a game of becoming. Who you become is more important at the end of the day than what you acquire. So I do say this: dare to be a multimillionaire, not for the sake of what you will get, but for the sake of who you will become at the end of the day. That is it. Put on the thinking cap of an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is a calling, it's not a career. Entrepreneurship is a calling, not a career. You see, a lot of people who have employee mindset business because they don't know that entrepreneurship is a calling, a call to serve humanity. If your mindset is not properly adjusted to that say, to that wisdom, that if you take up the baton of entrepreneurship, you have to adjust yourself from thinking selfishly and start thinking generously. You must be willing to be generous. You must be willing to help. You must be willing to give. You must be willing to touch lives. You must be willing to impact life. Entrepreneurship is not a career, it is a calling. I've said this many, many times. Great entrepreneurs go into business for something more important than money. Great entrepreneurs go into business for something more important than money, and that is purpose, guys. Put on the thinking cap of a leader. A leader must both be soft and be tough. A leader must both be tough and be soft. Guys, you need courage to lead. You need courage to win. That's why God told Joshua, he said, oh boy, you need to hold on to instruction. Number one, keep this book of the law. He does. He gave him, you must be under instruction. Number two, he said, be strong. Be strong. I saw somewhere he said, only the strong retain wealth. You've got to be strong, guys. The top is not for the weakling. The top is not for the chicken-hearted. You must both be soft and be tough. I mean, they say tough time don't last. Only tough people do. You must be tough. You must be as hard as iron. Because there are so many forces around you that will be holding you down. You don't need to do anything to fall yakata on the ground, but you must fight the law of gravity to go to the top. You must fight against the law of gravity. The forces that are holding you back from your destiny are your friends around you, your family around you, all the television around you, all the radio stations around you. What you are hearing, guys, they are forces that are working against your success. If you are not stronger enough to resist those forces, guys, you will never taste the top. Focus on people first. Focus on people first. If you look at all great entrepreneurs, you will see that their motive, their agenda is always geared first towards people. I will give you this quotation from Zig Ziglar, who said, if you help enough people find what they want in life, you will get everything that you want in life. Richard Branson, the CEO of Virgin Airlines, also put it this way: business is making other people's lives better. You can see that the motive is about people, and what you can do to help them. I mean, God himself put it this way: seek first the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God simply means people. Seek their betterment. Think about what you can do to add value to them. think about what you can do to impact people, they are the most valuable asset in life. People first, then integrity is vital. Integrity is vital. People plus integrity should be your agenda in life. Because guess what? People can only do business with someone they can trust. Now, if people can trust you, money moves towards you. If people cannot trust you, money moves away from you. As simple as that. So when you are having a hard life, you must know that you are the cause of it because of your character. Nobody wants to deal with somebody they cannot trust with money. They cannot trust their character. They cannot vouch for them. They run away from such people. So it's not witches and wizards, guys. All you need to do is to change, and then everything will change for you. When you change, everything will change for you. When you change, everything will change for you, guys. Somebody put it this way, if they say to change things in your life, you must change things in your life. Your attitude, they say, determines your altitude. Attitude is everything. Attitude is everything in life. Attitude is everything in life. Let's go to the next. Atmosphere. These are principles, blueprint, guys. You can't cheat them. You can't corner them. If you are not applying them, guess what? They are the reason for your failure. They are just the reason for your failure, guys. You don't need any soothsayer to tell you any vision. Surround yourself with winners. Once you do that, everything will fall in place for you. Last week, I shared the testimony of how I did school SAT. I have F9, 9 subjects, only 2 Ps. Immediately, because I knew where I was going in life, I changed my friend. There was nobody laid hand on me. There was no deliverance from any pastor. I was not yet a pastor. I'm talking of when I was writing my school SAT. I suddenly realized that I was in the wrong company. And I changed that company, because if your friends can't change you, guys, change your friends. This is what I will tell you. If you have hang around 5 poor people, you are the next poor person. If you start hanging around 5 multi-millionaires, you are the number 6 in line that will become a millionaire. As simple as that, guys. There is no witches and wizards in that. All you just need to do is to take action. I took action that time. I changed my association. I moved with a guy. I did my Form 4, no results. I did not even write GCE, but because I knew nothing about GCE when I was in Form 4, nothing, guys. I was only looking forward to my school SAT exam. But this guy registered for GCE and had distinction. So when he got to Form 4, I was in Form 5, rather. I was in Form 5, he was in Form 5. He showed me his result that the GCE he wrote in Form 4. I say, wow. I say, wow. Wow, wow. In Form 4, you've gotten all your results already. So writing the school SAT is just a formality. How did you do this? I was interested. Why? Because I had this success mentality in me. I may not know how, but I know that I want to be great in life. And he shared his story with me, how he used to read overnight. He would start reading from 6 p.m. in the evening until the following morning. I said, wow, how are you able to control sleep? He said, I should not worry about that. I said, okay, can I be your friend? I also want to be reading with you. Can you help me? He said, fantastic. That is ready to do that. He's ready to help me. That was it, guys. Your decision will take you to your destination in life. Your decision will take you to your destination. And that was it. I moved straight start moving with this guy, and we'll start reading. When we start, in 2-3 hours, I will start sleeping. It will tell me to sleep, wake me up about 1-2 hours later. I will read for about 1 hour, sleep will come. It will tell me to sleep, it will wake me up in 1-2 hours. And then later, I started covering about 4 hours. I started covering 5 hours. I started covering, and then before you know it, I can do 6 to 6. But guess what? We both did our school SAT. I still failed because I got to meet him in March. I was to write my school SAT in June. But within that 3 months, I was still learning the arts and the principle of becoming a success. And guess what? I was not even in any way discouraged by the result. So as I put in for November GCE. And at home, guys, at home, no teacher, no schooling, nothing. I sat down at home, followed the blueprint the guy laid down for me. As at that time, I don't use one textbook to read one subject anymore. I will be with 6 textbooks to crush any topic, any subject in economics, in government, in mathematics. I mean, I had F9 mathematics, but when I wrote the GCE, I crushed the English, crushed everything. I now re-register for another school SAT in Lagos State School of Basic Studies. The next June, I crushed all my subjects, all A's. That school had only one prefect, and I was the only one in the whole of that school. Just 1 year program, but I enrolled again to go back and confront my school SAT and crush everything. In total, guys, all of them, distinction. Why am I sharing this? I just want you to know that you can change everything in your life if you choose to change. You don't need any soothsayer. You don't need laying on hand. You don't need deliverance. We were told that the prodigal son life changed when he came back to his senses. All you need to do is to just lock up the door and ask yourself, oh boy, where are you going in life? And you just take a decision from that point, everything will change about your destiny. So surround yourself with winners, guys. Everything is energy. If you do, you pick their vibes, their thinking pattern, and their way of life, period. Once you are moving with winners, you start acting and thinking like them. That's all it takes to hang around winners. Now, let me tell you this story I had from someone who had an aquarium, and the fish was somewhat sick, and he called the vet doctor. And when the vet doctor came and was like, are you going to remove the fish and find a way to treat the fish? And the vet doctor said, I don't need to treat the fish. I only need to treat the water. Wow. And he said, then what will that do to the fish? He said, once I treat the water, the fish will be well. Wow. What a lesson of life. If you can just change your environment, you can change everything in your life. And that was exactly what the vet doctor did. He treated the water, and the fish was back, agile, jumping, moving, swimming inside the aquarium back. What a lesson. The reason why your life is the way it is because of the people you surround yourself with. When we tell people to attend training like this, to be where energy, guys, everything is energy. You are not always on this call, but you want to win the game of life. I bet you cannot. You must hang around winners if you want to be a winner. Show me 5 of your friends, and I will point you to your future. 5 of your friends, 5, your close 5 friends. Whether you'll be a millionaire or not, I will let you know. It's very simple. It's just for me to look at those 5 friends. If there are no millionaires among them, you can never smell million. 5 closest friends you have will determine whether you'll be the next millionaire or not, period. If you hang around poor people, you will be poor. That is atmosphere, the environment, guys. has a lot of influence in what you become in life, the environment. Somebody was saying something the other time. He said, take a child, a baby that is born in Ajegunle, and carry that baby to Dangote's house. You will be shocked at what that baby will turn out to be. Carry Dangote's child and take that child to Adegunle. Just keep him there for the next 10, 15 years. You will be shocked at what that baby will turn out to become, irrespective of the person that gave back to them. That is what environment can do to you in life. Let's go to the last one now. 3 A's of how to build a sustainable business from the scratch. The third one is activities. Guys, the secret is in your daily routine. The secret is in your daily routine. You might be wondering, how is Pastor Mike doing it? How will I get to president? How will I get to ambassador? How will I get to global ambassador? Guys, the secret is in my daily routine. The secret is in my daily routine, guys. Watch it from the beginning. And can't you see that my daily routine is just consistent, just crushing it, zooming in the morning, zooming in the evening? There are some of you, you just want comfort. You don't want to be a conquest. You want to be in comfort, guys. No. If I have my way, I will introduce another Zoom. One in the morning, one in the afternoon, one in the evening. You might be wondering, when is he resting? Guys, no. If you want to win, you have to stay consistently in this comfort zone, not in the comfort zone. Everything you need in life is at the other side of your comfort zone in life. Everything that you need. Some people sleep 8 hours and they sleep out 1/3 of their life. Once you are 60 years, you have used 20 years to sleep. I was doing some posting 3 a.m. this morning. One man chatted me. He says, "Sir, are you still awake by this time?" I say, "Yes." He said, "Wow." Guys, I work 24 hours, round the clock. Round the clock. You expect me to sleep 8 hours, 9 hours? If you are doing the same thing everybody is doing, you will be ordinary. What makes you extraordinary is the extra you put in. Everybody sleeps 8 hours, then you sleep 4 hours. That one will turn you to an extraordinary being. If you don't do extra, you cannot be extraordinary, guys. There is no any other ways around it. Look, success is a choice, guys. It's a choice. It's your choice. Until you make a decision that you want to be great, nothing great will happen. It's just by your choice, guys. Some people will say, "Why is he not resting?" Why? Guys, no. The way you train your body, like somebody said that our body is like a rubber band. It is not useful until you stretch it. Your body is like a rubber band. Your body will not be useful until you stretch it, guys. Your body, you will not produce result unless you stretch. Some people say, "I don't like stress." Stay consistently on the discomfort zone. Watch this. Successful people are products of habitual thinking. That is why when we started, I started habitual habit, habitual activity. The first decision I made, watch this, guys. The first decision I made was, when am I going to be running my seminar? Then boom, we said every Thursday and Saturday. Habitual thinking. Whether rain will come, sun will come, snow will come, harmattan will come, anything that will come, those days seminar must hold. Habitual thinking. There are some of you, if you just make a decision that you'll be holding seminar once a week, you will become a billionaire with cash FS. What make winner? Sunday and midweek service. Boom. Today, a winner is multi-billion organization. Midweek service, Sunday service. Midweek service, Sunday service. What about Redeem? What about my church? Habitual thinking. Why unsuccessful people, they stay in comfort zone? As we are talking now, some are watching African Magic. Some are in cash FS now. They are not in this training. They love comfort, guys. They don't have time to be here. They want to win like Pastor Mike, but they are used to, they do it when they have time. If I see your daily routine, I can predict your future, guys. The power lies in your consistency. The secret is in your continuity. I noticed something. There are some of the people that have ranked in our organization. Guess what? When they make a decision to build a business system, they will work hard, they will work hard, they will work hard, and they are hungry to be an executive. Once they become an executive, boom, they slip off. They slip off. Then it's as if somebody pour water on the fire that pushed them to executive. Then before you know it, they are sleeping on the executive. Even some drop. Their volume drop. You know why? They don't follow routine. They don't know that in consistency lies the power. They don't know that the secret is in the continuity. So when you achieve success by accident, you will fall down by accident. No, success is not a product of accident, guys. If you get to the top by accident, you will fall by accident. Somebody put it this way. He said, if you jump up, you will come down. But if you grow up, you will stay up. That's why we always tell you, follow the blueprint. Executive does not need to come by accident. If you get it by accident, you will fall by accident. If there is no principle that take you to the top, you know, you may not be able to stay at the top. I do say this, it takes 25% to climb to the top. It takes 75% to stay at the top. 75% to stay at the top. But it takes 25% to go to the top. That's why a lot of people get to an executive, they crash back. Why? They don't understand that the secret is in continuity. To increase or change your income, all you need to do is to increase your activity. From day one, how did I build the level of income I built for myself now? I started radio adverts. Watch this, guys. I started radio adverts. The first week I started my seminar, I did one radio advert to cover Thursday and Saturday. Boom. The second week, I did two. Why? The first one I did, I was able to do those two seminars. Some sign up gave me some money. So I was able to get, from the day one, I started making like $200 a week. Then my second week, I would do $1,000 plus. My first week, I would do $700. Even that week, I did 4 seminars. Not that I had big money then. I only paid $30,000 for advert that week to draw traffic for Thursday and Saturday. By that Saturday weekend, I would do about $700. The following weekend, I would do about $1,000. By then, I was able to pay more for advert. I ran 2 adverts. Now, I was watching the income I was making. I increased the advert to 3. The income keep increasing. I increased the advert to 4. The income keep increasing. I increased the advert to 5. Boom, boom, boom. Then later, coming to the presentation we were doing too. At point, we were at 11 o'clock when the lockdown started. I was telling Charles, my partner, then that come, let's start 9 p.m. It's like, oh, this one, let's start. But my spirit, I just know that if I have to 10x my income, I must 10x my action. And eventually, boom, I turned it to 11 and 9 p.m. And that was it. 10x my action, then it 10x my income. Boom, 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 you know. Today, the first African director and a member of 100K Club. Action equals result. Becoming a high performer is a full-time job. Don't let anybody brainwash you with what is called multiple streams of income. Let me say this, guys. Most multiple streams of income people sell to you is multiple streams of confusion. Look, everybody has 24 hours a day. I have been saying this. If you want to achieve excellence, you need laser focus. That's why the father of Reuben in the scripture told him, you are as unstable as water. You will not excel. He's simply telling him, giving him instruction, meaning that anybody that is not stable, is not focused, you can't achieve excellence. Guys, as time goes on, as this system is working, this cash effect, I'm going to place my name on the global stage of IS HANA in multi-level marketing industry. Watch it. I'm a prophet. I'm just giving you the clue now. Don't tell anybody. Because God did not say my people perish for lack of opportunity. God said my people perish for lack of vision. We are going to keep killing it and crushing it until we enlist our name in the global stage of the IS HANA in multi-level marketing industry. How you do anything is how you do everything. If you see an opportunity, you can't crush it, you can't get committed, you can't become dedicated, you can't become determined, you can't be laser focused. That is how you do everything in life, guys. That's how you do everything. Go and join another company. The same, guys. How you do anything is how you do everything. Oh, you join Cash Effect, you jump into another one, you will still jump out again, guys. How you do anything is how you do everything. Success is a mentality, guys. If you do it this way here, you do it that way. The only thing that can help you is to change. Learn the blueprint, follow instruction, and then you will see the change in your life. Anything that is worth doing is worth doing badly at first. How do we start and ride bicycle? Anything that is worth doing is worth doing badly at first. There are a lot of people who never start anything great in life. Do you know why? They want everything to be perfect. You know, I need an office. Then if they want to start business, they will give a bill of 1 million. They want perfection. Guys, you must start. It's not perfection. Perfection is analysis. Keep blundering. You can't feel is that right. Keep blundering. Do that. Just watch it. We're still going to have 1,000 people on this call. So I told him, I said, guy, let's keep keeping on. Let's keep keeping on. Just keep blundering. You cannot wait until it is exactly right. To win big in life, you need speed. There is a difference between and playing not to lose. There is a difference between playing to win and playing not to lose. And now, progress often masquerades as problems. If your business is busy and running smoothly, I know you are growing. To eliminate risk from your business or your life means you are not growing. The road to success is always under construction. To win the game of life, you must increase your risk and stretch your comfort zone on a daily basis. You must get to a point in life that risks don't scare you anymore. You must get to a point in life that risks don't scare you anymore. Always stay out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is your broke zone. Your comfort zone, your broke zone. That is all I have for you this morning. Tomorrow, I'm dealing with the practical. We start, God's willing, by 2 o'clock tomorrow, and I'm dealing with this topic. But we are not going to do any, just we will deal with the practical aspect. I want to show you from the scratch how you can get to work immediately, what you can do practically right from this point to start building your team. Once you make a decision about the business system, I'm going to show you practically how you can get to do that. So that's it. That's all I have for you. Guys, unfortunately, I will not be able to take questions because to attend the meeting I have. So I have Mrs. Zach here. Mr. Zab, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, please, what I will do, I'm going to stop this Zoom meeting. So maybe we'll talk after I close this meeting. I need to put some things in place because the network is so bad now, and I don't know how you'll be able to, to be able to do that as I'm trying to put some things in place. Okay, guys, I'm going to communicate by sharing some things on the platform. Thank you for your